All right, let's get right into it. The official notification for the Cgpsc 2024 State Service Exam has just dropped. And if you've ever tried to read one of those documents, you know they can be pretty dense. So, we've done the heavy lifting for you. In this explainer, we're going to crack that code and turn it into a simple, clear guide. Let's go. First things first, the number you really care about. 246. That's the total number of jobs available this year. It's a huge opportunity, and you know one of those spots could absolutely be yours. And look, this is way more than just a number. Each one of those 246 positions is a real chance to build a life-changing career within the Cgpsc state government. For so many of you watching, this is exactly where that journey can begin. So here's how we're going to break it all down for you. We'll start with the opportunity itself. Then we'll get into the dates you cannot miss. After that, we'll look at the actual jobs on the table, figure out if you're eligible, map out the exam process, and finally, cover some crucial roles you just can't afford to ignore. Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, the big opportunity. Our whole goal here is to take that complicated official notice and turn it into something you can actually use, a clear, actionable guide. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly what you need to do. Moving on to Section 2. Now, this is important. It's time to mark your calendars because these dates are non-negotiable. All right, get your phones or planners out right now. Applications open on December 1st and slam shut on December 30th. You do get a small, free window to fix any mistakes. That's until January 2nd. Miss that, and there's a paid correction window after. Then, the big one. The preliminary exam is on February 9, 2025. And looking ahead, the mains are tentatively penned in for late June. Seriously, do not miss these deadlines. Now for the exciting part, Section 3, the 246 jobs on offer. Let's take a look at the actual careers you'll be competing for. And the variety of roles this year is pretty incredible. You've got the top-tier administrative posts, like deputy collector, and key law enforcement jobs like deputy superintendent of police. But what really stands out is the sheer number of vacancies for excise sub-inspector, a whopping 90 spots, and another 37 for state tax inspector. Those high numbers could really boost your chances if you're targeting those specific cadres. Okay, next up, Section 4 is all about checking your eligibility. Think of this as the first hurdle. Let's make sure you can clear it. So, first, the absolute basics. You've got to be a citizen of India, and you need a bachelor's degree from a recognized university. Now, there's some great news for students. If you're in your final year, you can go ahead and apply for the prelims. Just remember this key detail. You must have that degree certificate in your hands by the time you apply for the mains exam. Now let's talk age. It's calculated as of January 1st, 2024, and it's a little different depending on the job. For the Deputy SP post, you need to be between 21 and 28. For most other posts, it's 21 to 30. But, and this is a big but, if you're a Cgpsc local, that upper limit can stretch all the way to 40 years with relaxations. So your domicile status really matters here. There's also a major difference in physical standards. For uniformed posts, like the Deputy SP, the requirements are super strict and specific. We're talking height, chest measurements, the whole deal. But for administrative roles like a deputy collector, there are no physical standards like that. So make sure you check the exact requirements for the posts you're aiming for. All right, on to Section 5, your exam and application roadmap. So you're eligible. What's next? Here's your step-by-step guide for applying and then tackling the 3 stages of the exam. Applying is basically a 4-step process. First, you register on the official website. Second, you fill in all your details, and please be careful here. Third, and this is a bit different, you'll get a link sent to your phone to capture and upload a live photo. It's a security thing. Finally, you pay the fee. That's 400 rupees for anyone outside Chhattisgarh, but it's free for local residents, although everyone has to cover some minor portal charges. The first stage you'll face is the preliminary exam. It's so important to understand what this exam is for. It's purely a screening test. Its only job is to filter the huge pool of applicants down to a smaller group for the mains. That's it. Your score here does not, I repeat, does not count towards your final rank. Now, the prelims have 2 papers, and this distinction is absolutely critical. Your rank for getting into the mains is based only on your score in paper 1, which is general studies. Paper 2, the aptitude test, is just a qualifying hurdle. You simply have to pass it. So many people get this wrong every year. So remember, your entire ranking strategy for this stage should be focused on paper 1. Once you've cleared the prelims, you're on to the mains exam. That's the long, written, descriptive test. And then the final stage is the interview. Your shot at one of those 246 jobs comes down to your combined score from these 2 final stages. That's what determines everything. And finally, we've reached section 6, crucial rules to remember. Think of this as the fine print, the stuff that, if you ignore it, could completely derail your application. The Commission is crystal clear on what can get you disqualified. This covers your personal conduct, things like having more than one living spouse or marrying before the legal age. And it definitely covers integrity issues, like lying on your application or obviously cheating in the exam. Any of these are an instant disqualification. No second chances. And one last friendly reminder about corrections, you get that free window to fix any slip-ups. But if you miss it, changing any of your key details later will cost you 500 rupees. It literally pays to be careful. So please double-check, even triple-check your form before you hit submit. So there you have it. We've walked through the opportunity, the key dates, the jobs, and the entire process. The path is all laid out for you. Now, there's really only one question left to ask. Your journey to a career in the Chhattisgarh State Services officially starts right now. Are you ready?